do. I'm a Wizard Kelly every time. It ain't really no episode until I start off like Wizard Kelly. Oh man.
It's back up.
Well, while I'm sharing this link, how everybody doing today? Not y'all yet. We'll talk to y'all in a second. Checking in on my
wait.
peoples.
I'm doing great. Feeling good.
You ain't got to talk to them yet. We talk. You doing alright?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Alright.
Oh, wait, he said,
But you was talking to me looking dead ahead.
All right, I don't
Yeah.
make eye contact with people.
Yeah. You look dead at the comment section like, bro, you been hitting them with
He's
the
like,
best
nope.
there.
I'm looking at you.
I know, right?
Nah, but I did read something down that like between like men folk and women folk, like when like women like growing up, like they usually like converse like with like eye to eye contact as opposed to like, you know what I'm saying, men folk like would have like the, you know what I'm saying, deepest, most thoughtful conversation like where both of us looking at the screen playing the game and whatnot. And then it be causing a disconnect, cause like I've been in situations where I'm listening good, I'm just not looking, and then they stop, and I'll look up, I'm like, what's up? I was just making sure you was listening. Yeah, I'm listening, but it was like because I wasn't looking.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I will tell you that like direct eye contact thing, like that comes in handy like when I go to like interviews and stuff like that. Because people are like, when you speak to me, you look me directly in my eyes. Like they're like, that shows confidence, blah blah blah, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I know like guys don't do it, and so I started to do that to some of my female friends. They were like, hey, Ari, and I'm like, what's up? I heard you like same thing like you said, but it's like I know that like in certain instances, like you gotta be like, oh yeah, hello, nice to meet you. I try to look at people in their face though, for the most part.
Yeah, I always thought that was interesting, but it's like y'all been alright though.
Yeah, I've been doing good. I feel like I just got back out on these streets like I've been missing for a minute.
For real?
Yeah.
He been in the streets,
I've
MIA.
been off the streets.
Yeah.
I had to fucking excuse my language, I had to put a password in when I got out here so they could recognize me.
Hey, who over there?
I know, right?
My who?
Right.
My cows. Nah, but hey, welcome to another episode, the 21st episode of That's Law. We really been doing
21.
this. Yeah. We've really been doing this for a while. I am part of the 100 grand jury. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to call myself the host because we all hosts. You know what I'm saying? We all might, you know what I'm saying,
Hosts, not
just
hosts.
take control
Hosts.
over it. You know what I'm saying? It's the 100 grand jury. I'm just one of the humble members on it. I go by the name of Richie Nelson. You can follow me at Rich Nelson 2K. And today we got, you know what I'm saying, they about to introduce themselves, but hey, it's the 100 grand jury. We finna go ahead and talk our shit. You know how we do it.
All right, you know me. I'm that guy. I'm not looking for you to agree with me. Just understand me. My style's in the hood. Yeah.
What he said.
Hey, so look, you know how we get down. We finna talk about a couple things. We got some in the docket. Didn't you say something? No, that was me that said something. It was some crazy shit the other day, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get into the docket. Before we get started though, hey, big shouts out to Alicia Marie and it's an open mic. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get the name wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like definitely go back by her page.
No love?
It's the No Love open mic, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna find it before the episode over with. Make sure y'all definitely rock with that. And
Looking
also
forward
big shout
to
out to
that.
Juice Tyrell. Make sure you
Deuce
be in the
Dollar.
building for the Equalizer beat battle, you know what I'm saying? I heard the host, you know what I'm saying, he a little lame, but he gonna get y'all through it. I heard about him. You know what I'm saying? But like yeah, definitely pull up to that. That's this Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying? Cause bro, tell me why. It was Monday, right? Monday, 7:30 p.m. It had just hit me like, yo, today is not Tuesday. It's the start, bro. I went through the entire day thinking it was Tuesday, bro.
On Sunday?
On Monday.
Oh, Monday.
I don't know why I thought it was a whole business day before we had started, but that was just random. But yeah, definitely come check us out. Sunday is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a whole vibe. But yep, in the docket. So look, I found this one on Twitter. So this is the original tweet. I'm gonna give you the response. It's like, men be pushing 30, still hype about having multiple bitches, still treating women. I'm quoting. You know I call y'all women folk. But yeah, having multiple bitches, still treating women poorly, and real women ain't awakening with you, ain't a keying with you. Bruh, we don't respect you niggas are gay. We're all inclusive here. Binary, non-binary, binary code. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? If you a whole little AI, come to an end and that's law. But I'm just saying. So that was the thing. The response to that was, you can always tell when a woman just found out she was in the 30-year-old man's rotation. Bruh. Why? So I be trying to figure that out. Like, when a woman gets scorned by one person, why is it all niggas ain't shit after that? Like, is that just how y'all get through it? Because it's like sometimes like, cause I be knee deep on Twitter, bro. And when I be up there every day dodging strays just as a man. You know what I'm saying? Don't even being black or whatever, just being a man. Like, it's really women out there that just don't like men. Like, just not even as like in theory or even like as like an abstract concept. I just be wondering like, what's up with that? Is that from like a place of hurt, or is that just, I don't know, something fundamental, or something that was raised? You know what I'm saying? Something that was instilled into them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like other, you know what I'm saying, bigotry upon complexion or nationality. I ain't gonna say the R word, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I just be wondering, where does that be coming from? Where you just be like, you wake up every day, you yawn, oh, men deserve nothing, and it's just.
I got a coworker that's like that. She's like, men ain't shit, like stuff. Men ain't crap. Sorry, I messed up. But like she's very. Dadgummit. Oh, shiggly poo. But yeah, men ain't scat. How you like that? I don't know. But yeah, she just like talks junk like every day. She's like, all men are trash, and I'm like, oh my gosh, do you really feel like this? But she's still like a virgin and stuff too, so I don't understand. Yeah.
Well, I think it come from multiple places.
Know,
Maybe a place of hurt, like you saying, could be one of it. Could be upbringing. I mean, it could come from multiple places. A woman feeling like that. It can even be chalked up to 2023. It could also be chalked up to vibrators. Sorry.
You know, one of my friends told me they was gonna give me a rose toy.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Well, cause I mean, man hurt you. Man hurt you. You decide to spend time with yourself because you've been hurt. You get a vibrator. Next thing you know, your break then turned into 2-3 years because you know you got that vibrator. So it's easy to. And then when you do try to dibble and dabble, try to date, the men treat you like they just want to hit. So that makes you go back to your vibrator. And so now it's just like, man, ain't nothing after a while.
Wow.
But she ain't even hunched a hooler, so she can't even.
So you're saying that, bro. Women be out here single because they dream dude can't live up to the Terminator they got in the Top Show. That's crazy.
I don't know.
A version of that. A version of that. Not necessarily that wording I would use, but yeah, a version of that.
What?
You know,
got that T9 calculator in that one.
I don't necessarily mean this can't live up to. I think it's easier. You don't have to have a conversation or be disappointed by your vibrator. So it's easier to put your energy into this than into that because you get disappointed when you put your energy into that.
Or you can get with that.
Moving on. Next in the docket. The meme is big shouts out to LSU just won a national championship. But the meme is like the lady I think it's Angel. I don't want to mess her name up. But the caption is
the Bayou Barbie doll.
But the caption is when he starts asking for wife level things in a relationship. Now, what are said things? All right. What are some things that you would absolutely not do? Unless it was your husband now.
Some of those things I can't disclose on camera. I'm just kidding.
Use your imagination.
Oh wait, yes, use your imagination. But no, I'm just
I
kidding.
was really talking about like
no,
I mean, I guess that too, but
funny.
it's just like.
But like, so like, I don't want to sort your drawers if you're not my nigga. Like I can do like if I'm washing clothes or whatever, I don't want to have to like pull your underwear out like. I mean, my man, yeah, sure. But I'll do your other laundry. You're gonna have to keep your drawers separate though, or something like that. I don't want to see your doo-doo stains. Like I feel like a lot of men might have streaks in their britches. I don't know.
That should be a topic.
I don't know, like certain things I would only do for like.
We gotta take them back to school.
Right, that's a topic to take.
They gonna need a worksheet to keep up. Like, bro, no.
Dirty britches.
No, bro. Yeah, I don't teach common sense. You gotta go find that.
I do though.
I teach it.
Sometimes those are the best classes.
Shoot.
Cause I'm looking in the comments now. Yeah, you in the comments. What's something that you would do only for your legally binded, contracted companion, your spouse? You know what I'm saying? Like, husband, wife, life partner. What is like the, you know what I'm saying? If you're not at this, then you got that's ground zero. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mine is you can't place me as no emergency contact.
That's deep. You hit him in the jugular.
No, I'm just
damn boy. Ooh, you know how to put him, boy.
Where mama
at? Damn, really? You don't get no longer than that. Come on.
That's a heavy responsibility. Like, yo,
emergency contact.
You know how many emergency contacts I am, like, for people?
Really?
That's what I'm saying. Like, but it's like
that's a stressful life.
It's like yeah. Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
No scat.
Yeah.
So that's a stressful life.
He said, not mine. He know how to wipe properly. Well, you know, the bare minimum is always, you know what I'm saying, appreciated, I suppose, because that's crazy. Who ain't there?
Yo, 11 and just.
But no, like anything like, you know what I'm saying, like paperwork involved, like, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing nothing like for credit or whatever for people. Like, I mean, I've done it before, but I mean, like, for like family or whatever, that's already my family. But like, as far as a dude or whatever needs something, needing assistance, no, nah. I'm not using my credit or like any like bread. That's like those are two things I guess I'll hold like.
What if he wanted to get a gun in your name, but it's his gun?
I mean, why you gotta do it in my name? What's wrong with your name?
I think Ari would do it.
I mean,
no.
There's obviously something wrong with my name. If you love
him, you gonna do it.
Hell no, not for somebody to
it's
get
just
shot
a
with
gun.
that shit.
Ari,
Like,
it's just a gun. Come on.
Alright, and then somebody, it's just the body. I'm not
you know I ain't out
shit.
here killing people, but you know I be out on these streets though. It's just a gun. You love me though. She be like, no, but give him 3 weeks of doing it. All right though, but for real, if I get you this gun, you gotta stay with me.
No, I can't. Like, I was like, nah.
Not Ari, but that is a type of woman. I'm just saying.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Wow, that
like. I don't want no
relationship pressure. People, guys do. That's how they get that tax money. They be like, I ain't giving you no tax money this year. That's what she thinking.
My granddaddy name is Bill.
Stick around.
Okay?
Next thing you know, all right, I'm gonna give you 500. Tax money.
My granddaddy was tight about his money, and I am not sharing. I'm good. I learned from the best.
But yeah, though, that's cause you hear about wife duties, husband duties, or like wife benefits, husband benefits, but I'm all about details. I said it last week. I really be about the black and the white, that gray area. I try to stay away from. That's where people get confused. So, what's the details? What are said like benefits or responsibilities of somebody that you in a contract with versus somebody you've been kicking it with like X amount of time?
I think a person would say cooking. Some people would say cooking. Not everybody. You know, you got some people that'll cook because they like to cook, you know, and the guy treats them right. And then you got some people who are like, I ain't his wife. I ain't gonna cook. And then he wonder why he just smashing that.
Oh, my bad.
Then the gag of that, I marry you, and then to find out you can't even cook.
Oh, that's upsetting.
What is this? Like,
that's upsetting.
I hate when they dangle that one, like, I ain't gonna cook for you unless da-da-da-da-da. I'm like,
they can't even cook.
I don't know, people that can cook, usually just gonna cook off the strength.
That's what
really
I believe
as well. Like,
exactly.
The ones who can cook, bro, they ain't gonna cook regardless. Like,
you gonna see what I can do.
All right.
Not even about showing what you can do. They got to eat all the ones that really cook. Like, they not eating out. They be like, yeah, I'm about to whip something up now. Whether or not you can get a plate. Now that's when it's like, okay, all right, I see what you're doing there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I ain't never understood that. Like, yeah, what I look like cooking? You ain't da-da-da-da-da. I'm just saying, I ain't never seen you cook at all. I just don't think you got the ability. Like, that'd be my thing. Like, you over here saying like it's some prize. This sound like the Wizard. Like,
like it's some prize. Sorry.
It sound like the Wizard. Like, where the curtain at? Where you? For real. I just be trying to figure that out. Like, what are the details? What would you do?
I mean, shit, I make food for my friends, like, cause I'll say, I don't know. Yeah, I would definitely make food. I wouldn't say like cooking is.
You mean something you wouldn't cook for your for your significant other, but you bring a dish to the potluck, it don't make sense.
No, well, I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't.
I'm saying like it's just in general. These are people like this is people talking like.
I'm about to say because like I might make something special I made for him.
They'll bring a recipe. They'll bring a recipe handed down for the potluck, but now he gotta do something extra.
Well, I don't think a woman should be out here cooking for a boyfriend. Maybe cook, but not cook for them.
Cook for.
But cook because you want to let him know, hey, I got the qualities of a good person.
To let him know,
and I'm not afraid to cook.
That's where that cook turn into cook for. Just be cooking how you regularly gonna cook, and then if he around, he around.
Or give him a bowl for lunch when he going to work. Tell him to stop by and get that bowl of food.
See, that's how that cook turned into cook for. Like at no point should he be thought of when this plate.
No, that's not
made.
what.
After the plate is made, that's when you.
It's not necessarily.
Right. He actually like,
it's
yo,
still not cook for.
You
done cooked for you and your family and your kids. You got some more left over. You dating a man that you know that puts his interest in you and makes you feel and thinks shows you he's thoughtful. So as a good woman, as a person trying to show him that you have great qualities as well. You're not just asking and taking. You say, hey, I got a little bit of extra before on your way to work. Come grab a plate. What that does is
you ain't worried like the first time he's like, hey, I got a little bit of extra.
No, you gotta listen, man. You gotta listen to
what I'm saying. He was like, yo, I'm gonna cook this, then I'm gonna make him a little to-go thing. That's how I heard it the first time. It was like but yeah, the little extra. But yeah, just cook. You know, but yeah, that whole like that that's why I'm asking, like, it's gotta be something else. It can't just be that. You know what I'm saying? Most already fucking. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's 2023. To just be honest, when the people that are having these conversations, I ain't gonna put no numbers up because that's what the typical podcast would do, and we a webisode. But a good amount maybe haven't, you know what I'm saying, been with a man in that way, or they out here fucking. So it's just like back in the day, fucking was that was the end all be all. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not finna get under nobody petticoat until you know what I'm saying, ask for her hand. You know, so it's I just be wondering what it is now.
Their petticoat.
Yeah, because that's how far back it go when that was like the norm. Like I just be wondering what it is now. What's the vibe now? I'm not saying there's no benefit to marriage because it's just like if you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, that should be what you would do for your person. You would spend the rest of your life with them. Like you would spend your entire life because you only get one. But you the person I chose to spend this one life with. That's the main thing that I would only do.
Oh.
With a legally binded contracted person.
I'm gonna hit him with a Dutch oven.
Hey.
What?
Dutch oven. I guess she ordered one on Amazon or something.
That's hilarious.
See, that sounded like a nickname, bro. It was one time we was up here talking about 90 Steam.
I
got my homeboy in the back thinking that was like, I thought that was a person.
Really? 90s?
Like, I don't know if it was like 90, like, bro, I'm like, bro, who is that person? Nigga, that ain't no person. That's a procedure. I'm like, oh.
I think that's what it's called. Let me see. I'm gonna laugh. But yeah, when y'all look it up later, you'll get a good chuckle.
All right, moving on. Because, yeah, that was just, you know what I'm saying? That was just something I had on my mind. What is this? All right, so the first status is, how do men grow up with single moms that don't have respect for women? The person replied and said, this post is heavy on gaslighting. Just because you're present doesn't mean you were good. We respect you for raising us, and most of the time choose not to critique you when we notice your poor decision making. Many cases, we can't or don't speak on how you're affecting us because you turn the table on us like we're ungrateful. It's trifling. Society programs us to be problem solvers. You program us to be problem solvers. Then present a problem in front of us and bug out for addressing it. We'll leave it at that. Which I actually had a thought, and I'm not taking shots at nobody's parents, not even mine, but it's just because you say you did the best you could, sometimes I just feel like I'm not obligated to treat that was the best that ever was. Mm-hmm. Like, just like he said, like whenever we would point something out, just as a person, like I don't think you moving right. Then it's like, no, I didn't do this, da 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 da. That was just an interesting take, like. And it's just, I don't know what he was saying as far as like the original post, because I don't know where the respect for women, maybe it was just the respect for him addressing it like this, but yeah, but I'm not a parent, so it's just like maybe I don't know from the other side. I just, I had a parent, and then everybody saw like something that was questionable, but when you did question it, now it looked like, you know what I'm saying, you in grown folk business, you're doing too much, or you're ungrateful, you know what I'm saying, like and I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, like that part. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, interesting.
No, somebody's pushing buttons.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree.
Check that out.
Like when I was coming up, I know like if I had an opinion on anything, not even anything, even when I was older. So like I'm 20 and 20 plus, and like I'm having a conversation, or I'm trying to have a conversation with one of my parents to let them know that what they said was not appropriate. And their input is like, yo, you know, you smoking that dope, you on some crazy shit, blah 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 blah. Basically, like if you feel like you can come to me and address me,
DJ JB, he just quietly walked in here. Hey.
If you feel like you can address me as an adult, like it was just like, yeah, nah. The way, and I was like, hey, you can't do this because this and this and this and this, and I had like clear evidence to line it up or whatever. But it was like, you can't speak to me like that. Like you talking to me like that, and this is my parents. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, but what I'm telling you is actual and factual, and it actually took for some time to come around for them to see that and be like, dang, like wow. And I was just like, see, I told y'all. I was trying to let y'all know ahead of time before we got to this point, but nobody wanted to listen. And so the same thing was like dismissing and being like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. You're ungrateful. You're that. Like a lot of parents do that. They don't give their children the space or the opportunity to speak. And that's one thing that I want to do differently from how I was raised when I grew up, is to give like my child a respectful area to speak back to me or whatever. It might not be talking back, but it's whatever it is, it's going to be them conveying how they actually feel. I don't want them to feel like, no, you're not supposed to feel this way or none of that or whatever, like stuff. Or you can't say that. I don't know, if it's cussing and stuff and talking wild and crazy, yeah, we're gonna have to have another conversation about that, because you know about the no ma'am, no sir, but like still have that respectful place and boundary to where they can communicate how they feel or whatever, versus like being like, nah.
Bro, I was just watching Smart Guy the other day, and it was an episode where the older son, Marcus, I think, was slipping in his grades, but he had a gig coming up, and like the father was like, you know what I'm saying, just going back and forth with him, like, yo, I'm trying to get you to get these grades right, and he like really going back, and I'm like, bro, that school shit is not what I want to do. Like, I'm in here doing this music, that's what I'm like, da 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 da, like that's what I'm paying attention to. And I was just remember looking at that like as a kid, like, bro, I could never have that back and forth with my parents. Like, both making good points, both hearing each other out. That's crazy how it came from Disney, because I swear it was a fairy tale. Like, for real. Like, just looking at it like, this ain't even real. Like, And I probably know some parents, like, maybe like older parents, maybe parents now that would look at that like, bro, child couldn't talk to me like that.
I have a friend whose house we almost burnt down in school, whose mom, like, bruh, she never got put on punishment for that, nothing. Like, the whole house is on, not the whole house, the kitchen is on fire.
That's a wild TV label. You know how, like, Mario pop up with, like, so-and-so name, and, like, there was, like, one little fact under that. So-and-so house we almost burnt down.
Yeah, like, bro, almost burnt, like, black smoke in the air, everything. Fire department had to come, everything. Like, it was serious. Like, we was about to die. And, never got put on punishment, nothing. She was outside everybody's parents are different. And like, so for her mom and biological dad were separated. I was the same situation, but just completely opposite. Like, I want punishment for everything. You breathed wrong, a week of punishment. Like,
oh, yeah, I lived on punishment. I remember I learned the difference between how people of different race treat their children, because
I seen both sides.
In elementary school was white boy Chris, and he could cuss around his mom, and all through elementary school we would get little examples of him being able to cuss around his mom. So we always gave him his respect, his props. He was super cool because he could do that, because none of the black kids, we couldn't do none of that.
Yeah, I would say like the amount of, like, there was probably like a sliding scale growing up, because I had the strict like upbringing right up until like a certain point in like high school. Then it was just like freedom out of nowhere. Like this, I never seen this type of freedom before in my life. But there was when I had the limit, like when I was saying when it was structure, I had curfew, I had rules. There was a lot more stability, like in my life. Like there was just, you know what I'm saying, like things were more structured. And I felt like when I had the freedom, you know what I'm saying, like it looked cool to like maybe like my classmates or whatever, but like life won't quite right at the time, and that's probably where this freedom came from. it's just so sometimes when I see like, cause it'll be people I talk to now like they say like, yeah, I ain't get to do all that in high school. I was like, but I bet, you know what I'm saying, like you knew where you was gonna lay at the next day, type thing, like that type of thing. Like that's just what I'm saying. Like yeah, don't really the ones like it just be like the social media, the ones that look cool, like probably be in shambles, like on the other side. That was just what I'm saying, one of them examples.
I was saying, cause I was like, yeah, high school was not like that for me.
You're probably so popular.
Me? Nah. I was like a middle, like I was like a regular person.
Shouts to R&B, you confirmed the No Love up in Mike. So
DJ R&B, what's poppin', bro?
You know what I'm saying? Again, big shouts to
regular norm. It's the four, big four.
He quietly walking in there. He was trying to hit them buttons quiet as hell.
I know. Click. wait for a little bit and hit the next one. Not knowing it reset and shit.
Yeah. Next on the docket, y'all definition of get back is getting fucked, getting screwed.
Scrambled. Your egg scrambled.
I think, bro, I'm gonna start needing that radio speech right before. Now you know we're trying to be on the radio.
I got you.
Right. Hey. But yeah, y'all definition of get back is getting screwed, and I hate that for y'all.
Getting your egg scrambled.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like, okay, so say she get, I guess say she get cheated on, or say she get betrayed. Her next option would be to, you know what I'm saying, go live under somebody else. Because I even heard it like on some shows, like the best way to get over a man is to get up under a new.
That's a song actually where she.
And it's just.
A girl said something like that.
I don't know. I feel like Get Back is never hitting them up again. Like, nothing say Get Back like a burnt bridge. I tell you, that might just be how I move.
We're just gonna sever it right here.
I mean, it can be looked at as a get back, but it can be looked at as multiple things. One other thing could be it was them doing what they wanted to do.
That's true.
They were waiting to maybe they wasn't a cheater, and as soon as they, you see a lot of people get pregnant like that in that in between time. So maybe they just wanted to get some more D, while they broke up, and then just because they say you did it, don't mean they did it to get back at you. They just reminding you why you getting on me when you did it. That's why we broke up, because you slept with somebody else.
But I do feel like it might be a couple out there that to be screwing out of spite.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a slice of pie.
And it's just like what does that even feel like? Like you don't even like fam, and that just go with either gender, binary, non-binary, binary code. But like that just go with anybody. Like just hitting somebody just because you mad at somebody else. Like
I think that's a small slice of the pie, but a slice of the pie still.
Oh yeah, we always
okay. So I think some parts too is I saw this. Well, I've seen a couple of posts that say men cheat just because like it's their flesh or whatever. But when women cheat, it's more so with like it's with emotion or whatever. Guys just do it just to do it. So it's like I think in some women folks' eyes, it's more so like, all right, you hurt my heart, I'm gonna hurt your heart back. But that's not the case anymore for guys. So they're not like, my bad, D. I don't know why I don't see these comments right on time. But I'm just saying. Go for it.
No, I was saying what you were saying. My bad. I was just,
Okay, yeah. But we're just gonna go for it. Totally.
Men cheating with the body and women cheating with the mind.
So with that, yes, thank you for bringing us back together. He's showing the skills, y'all. All right. But yeah, so I don't think that men really more so they feel that way anymore. That like, okay, women just do it because they seem like city girls. You got city girls and city boys now. Like city girls up 2,000 or whatever. Like you see stuff like that, and so it's like it's making it more. I guess it's acceptable in some aspect to the like just the public or whatever about just that's their way of re-upping or whatever or getting back, but.
I know I'm getting old because whenever I hear stuff like that, I just be like, oh yeah, that's just the game that people play in their 20s. Like that's you gotta you gotta make the 20s fun because that's probably when you're brokest. Like
Oh, you said
as in brokest.
Oh,
like you know what I'm saying, outside of like your parents' house or whatever. But yeah, that's what I be thinking like when people be talking like that. But yeah, on to the next one. That's a lot. I'll come back to that one. Men with pure intentions still want relations. Yeah, I understand what this means. What do y'all think it mean before I say it? Like, because what I'm hearing is just like, yeah, we can still be like cool, affectionate people and still care about what you got going on, but at the same time, we were honest enough to say like, yeah, this is really what I was trying to get down with. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like people that they try to like villainize people that just want those relations as like, you know what I'm saying, like bad people that don't really care about people. When it's just like, there are people like this out there. You don't really want to be tied down, but still good people at heart. Yeah, that's what I think.
That was deep, Ari.
Why you want my opinion? So I feel like, some people might mask their intentions, their secret intentions though, but so it's like people nowadays, you got to be able to, I don't know, it's weird, like you can read people more, I think, easily now. So, I got an example. Okay, yes, all right. So this guy want to make it seem like he's a good guy. He's not, okay? But will reach out to me to say like, hey, what's up?
Stop talking about me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk about you. I'm sorry. Well, But like, he'll reach out and be like, hey, what's up? Or whatever, to try to make it seem like it's pure intentions on why he's reaching out to me. But at the end of the day, I know what the end goal is out of the conversations that we have. Like, if I say something like, oh, I'm going to be busy on these days, you're not going to hear no contact from bro whatsoever. But as soon as it's the day... No, so for me, he's supposed to have pure intentions, right? I mean, you don't have to, but so say he want to talk to me, and the reason is truthfully that he want to talk to me, and like out the gate, it's not just because he want to knock my lights out. I don't know. I'm trying to think of.
I don't understand.
There you go.
Then those aren't pure because he didn't tell you what his intentions were in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give you.
I just don't think. But not a lot of people do that. Like I can tell you, oh man, I can give you examples of people that just don't genuinely be straight up front and be like, this is my da da da. You know what I'm saying? This is.
I'll tell you.
As long as you okay with.
He said, "We get off the camera. I'm gonna tell you what I want to do."
I was like, as long as you okay with being confronted with that screen recording when you said, you can go ahead and get him examples.
And be like, hey,
he was talking about me right here.
Yep.
Between 123 and 137.
Hey, record it. I don't give a.
No, so okay. So what examples are you referring to?
Yeah, so like think of the entire situation with grown men. Cause you know my dog, we talk. But like, so with that conversation,
I know nothing. I know nothing.
Yeah, this is sorry, he's not an accomplice or nothing.
I know nothing.
But if somebody did, he right there beside me.
I didn't do it. What? I was at the house.
Oh, wait.
Moving on.
But no, so that you got YB.
Damn.
Okay.
Bro, she's speaking G14 classified. I don't know what she's saying.
Young boy.
Yeah. High five!
That's who got the information.
We got grown man, young boy. We doing it based off of ages, baby. Okay.
I just know how to read acronyms.
I was looking for a difference, and they was the same.
Not folk tuned up to see if they made the roster. Yo, bro, she giving out the team. She announcing the team.
Ring the alarm.
That's tough as hell. But no, though, like, I don't know. They didn't say nothing about it, like, straight up. Like, and you right. There is a communication problem. Like, if folks would just, you know what I'm saying, more upfront. I feel like we say it every week. But we probably should say it every week because, you know what I'm saying, repetition is important. Like, if people would just say what they wanted from the jump, now instead of, we had a stop sign instead of just riding down this meaningless road coming to an inedible fork, and I know I messed that word up. Give me a second. But yeah, you might as well just say what you want in the beginning. And I feel like the people with the purest intentions are the ones that saying that.
Don't listen to Richie.
I'm with you. Said, don't tell them what you want.
Don't listen to Richie. Be mindful of when the best time to do that.
I'm telling you,
every time make the best time. Every situation.
But if that's all you want, then just say it.
Because here's the thing: that even a player will settle down if the chemistry and the connection is right. So a person can start off wanting to smash, and then next thing you know, they married in a year and a half because she was such a good, high quality woman that he changed his ways. So a person can start off one way and adjust over time. So that's why it's not always. Again, every situation is not like that. And also, say you walk in around a bunch of stores and you see a girl that's just stacked. And you, first thing you think to yourself is, man, I will smash that. And you go up to her and use your best game, but at the end of it say, because I want to smash you. Girl, you look nice, you look beautiful. I would love to take you out because in the end, I'm trying to get in your boots. Nah, man. So every situation don't call for saying exactly what you think or what you want. That's just what I'm saying.
One, if you don't know if you never know what you want, definitely move like that. If you like changing your mind a lot, then definitely move like that. Two, word choice is important. You know what I'm saying? Definitely don't say it like that. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling Ari this on the way here, like, bro, remember back when folks had to have gang? Like, remember back when folks, like, bro, remember, like, bro, the whole, like, you know, that is, you know, I do not have anything against, like, sex workers or anybody like that. But what did throw off the, you know what I'm saying, the whole social norms is just like, it be the folk with the money that, the only ones that talk. And a lot of times, if you got money, that's the only thing that's talking, so you don't know how to talk.
How do you say I want to smash then, Richie? Please enlighten me on how you tell a chick that all you want to do is smash.
I'm looking for something not permanent, and I don't really want to be tied down, and I'm just trying to have some fun. And that's just being blatant. That is still kind of rude. You see, I got the shoulder. You see, I got the shoulder approved. You know what I'm saying? You see how that work? Yeah, it's all about word choice.
It gives you the option to decide.
And they can say no.
But just saying something like straight out and be like, "Yo, I want a bone."
I think a lot of people actually do say that though.
Yes.
Or say nothing at all. It's not. I don't think it's people just out here talking to women and then saying, I'm trying to be your man, but really not trying. I don't think men are out here moving like that. They're moving accordingly. And if you ain't asking about me being your man, I ain't talking about it. And maybe they have had a conversation. What you looking for? I'm just looking to have fun. I'm just looking to be friends. Whatever happens, happens. People use that type of language, and I think that's the same version of saying, I just want to smash. That's another version
Whatever
of it.
Whatever happens is cool until you turn into a smoke buddy. Like, like that whatever happens. Yeah, it's always whatever happens until it didn't happen how you wanted it to happen.
Well, if you turn into a smoke buddy, whether you a girl or a guy, that means that she wasn't doing nothing that appealed him was appealing enough for him to say, I want to go for more than just more, and he wasn't appealing enough for her.
It's all about knowing. I feel like it's all about knowing what you want. Now, if you are the type to kind of align your desires with what's like timely, then by all means, yes, of course you got to see what happens because you're not quite sure what's gonna happen. But for some type of people like myself, I'm not saying I'm a certain type of person. I could be a one-on-one.
But you are a certain type of person.
A person, myself, if I know what I want at the time, then I'm gonna just say it like that. Mm-hmm. Now I'm not saying there have not been people I'm just like, yo, we chilling and we gonna see what's good. But there also have been people I'm like, yo, I'm at this place and I don't really want too much more than this. And sometimes it go left, sometimes it go right.
And sometimes those conversations not even had.
You know? Yeah, and sometimes it just, and that's, bro, whatever meant for me is gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna try to change up how I talk to somebody, try to change up my, you know what I'm saying, what I'm saying, or like even try to change up my desires. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna Hercule it. I'm not gonna jump in no machine just for no laurel.
So you ain't never met somebody that you were smashing and then they were just so awesome that your feelings changed for them?
Maybe the feelings changed, but my place in life didn't change. So what I wanted and what I needed at the time didn't change.
Well, I think you should experience it one time so you can see how it feels. The feeling is wonderful. To go into a situation one way and then come out another way and have grown, because you've grown from it, coming out another way.
That's kind of like, that sounds like jumping off a cliff and like maybe there's some water you can dive into when you get there. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe there's just more rocks and boom, it wasn't even a cliff. You just jumped from the Grand Canyon.
I just know every man that's married didn't go into the relationship thinking, I want to be married. Some people were probably still players, but then as time passed and spending time with this person, it grew, it changed because a woman, the way a woman makes a person feel. So that's what I'm speaking from that.
And big shout out to Alicia Marie jumping in the chat.
Alicia Marie, what up, though?
There are going to be some outliers. Yeah, of course there are going to be people in life that change your mind. But it's just, That's what they should be.
Well, that's the perspective I'm speaking from. Just that perspective. Those people that change their mind.
They shouldn't be the norm. Everybody should not be changing your mind.
Who says that?
That's law.
That ain't no law.
That is
it
law.
Should. You can't put a should there. You can't tell a person they shouldn't be this way.
Because why do your mind need to be changed so much?
Why can't it be?
Where
in the Bible does it say you can't change your mind?
Thou shalt not change.
Tell me, and I'm only saying in the Bible to say where is it written, and where if you don't do it, your life fall apart.
You mean to tell me your point of view in life had to change every time?
It's just like a job. You can change. You can start off doing this and change.
At the end of the day, who are you as a person outside of those relationships? Now that sounds like somebody with separation anxiety. Sounds like somebody that can't be alone. Because they point of view always changing.
You don't have to label everything for it to be. You have this, you have that, and then you have just is. You like to label things in order for others to say, but everything don't have to be labeled. There's nothing wrong with labeling it, but everything don't have to be labeling to exist. It still exists whether you put a name on it or not. It still exists. It's still there. So I mean, everything don't have to be labeled.
If somebody in the gray and continues to be in the gray, then that's just somebody that's not for me. And I'm confident with whatever it is for me will be for me. Like, that's just, that was one of my ancestors, like, talking to me, like, you tell them, like, that part, like, but I definitely understand it, you know what I'm saying? I definitely understand what you're saying, like, you never know what's gonna happen, but me, most I'm gonna do is try to take a little bit of control of what's gonna happen, and I just don't feel it, like, yes, I'm open to having my mind changed, but it's just,
No, you're not, you're having your mind changed, you change your mind, not your mind being changed.
So if I changed it, is it not being changed?
No, you're changing it, not somebody changing it. Though when you say having my mind changed, I'm more so thinking somebody's changing it for you, but just really you.
No, I'm saying like if I'm opening to adjusting how I'm looking at things in a broad view, but you really have to open my eyes because as far as I'm concerned, I'm a hell of a person. My eyes are pretty open. So what did you open me up to that I don't already see? You know what I'm saying?
Man, Richard, you need a girlfriend, man. You need a girlfriend, man. Because you speak from a good perspective, but it's very narrow. And maybe if you had a girlfriend, she would open it up a little bit more.
He said I need to open her.
Right, I'm supposed to ride over because I feel you, but it's only one line of perspective, and it's so much more. But you like locked into one line.
He said I need to fall in love.
Yeah, you need a girl, right? A woman.
I need a Disney movie in my life.
Yeah,
I need to lose a slipper somewhere.
How we get that fucking?
Is this your clear croc?
Is this your crystal croc?
Right. Well, let me see. You know what? I have been missing my left one.
Cut that bunion off, baby girl. Slide it up in it.
What? Moving on. But yeah, that was But I definitely get what you're saying.
And I get what you saying too.
Yeah.
As well.
All right. I feel like somebody from the 100 grand jury posted this and I just cropped them out because I wanted to see what they was gonna point it out. But the things you motherfuckers think will happen, you vote, you heinous people think will happen just because you call women folk pretty. That's interesting. I don't think they're here right now because I wanted them to explain it a little bit more, but alright, have you ever been in a situation where like they thought like since they were just, in the presence they were and they were actually complimenting you, you know what I'm saying, even giving you the time of day as they would see it, that they expected like a certain like behavior from you?
So this gentleman complimented me and said, that he thought I was attractive, and I was like, thank you, I appreciate it, thank you so much. That's all I really owe you. Like, I can say thank you, that's just showing my gratitude or whatever, because you didn't have to say that to me, whatever. But at the same time, like, bro would continuously just, like, send me messages or whatever, and then eventually he sent me a picture of him in his boxers or something, or it might have been bare thing out in his hands, you know what I'm saying? I don't really remember. But bro sent me a message the other day and was like, oh, so I guess you think you're too good for me or something. And I was like, I never said that, but I said thank you, I like what I like at the end of the day. Like, you making your advances regardless of what your meat look like and your shorts, what it looked like bare, whatever it was, because I really don't remember. I'm sorry. But he was upset. He took it some type of way. But I didn't even comment on the whole meat being out, none of that. I was like, I like what I like, whatever. He unfollow me on social media and all this stuff. I was like, bro, I don't care. Like, I don't know you.
Facts.
Like, I mean, I appreciate the compliments. I will always say thank you. My parents said, they taught me speak when spoken to. So I always say thank you. If somebody says, oh, you look good or whatever, thank you. Like, I'm going to try to respond, at least so you know I'm not ignoring you or whatever. But I'm going to keep on walking with my friends. I'm not going to stop in the whole, like, if you want my attention, you're going to come up to me and grab me or something. Or you be like, hey, excuse me, man.
What's up, baby girl?
Not grab me like that. I mean, like, hey, excuse me, like, da-da-da, or something.
Grab her attention.
Grab my attention. If you grab my, you know, that was my dolphin cuss for SpongeBob or whatever for my.
That's hilarious.
Derriere,
That's
but
hilarious.
I don't really got one. But you know, it's Arriere back there.
Area.
I love a good pun.
Don't call me Airy Queen because I'll fight you.
That's a
Sorry.
good pun.
I like it, you know. Arriere. But yeah, on to the next.
So yeah, in these comments, cause we just be so, we be going back and forth. I be like, moving on.
I know, right?
I'm like, God, let's talk about something else. But no, Via said, giving them a fair chance to make the choice instead of manipulating people. Yes, you never want to be that M word. That M word is really big. And then some people they've seen how their cousins move, or like they're just older figures in their tribe or whatever, talk to the opposite sex like that, and they don't even know that it's manipulation. To them, that's just, you know what I'm saying? My ancestors did it. I'm gonna do it just like this too. And it's just like, you're wrong.
People like me, I grew up away from family, so like when I moved to North Carolina, we moved to North Carolina mad early. So I didn't get to watch my older cousins or none of that. Like everything I'm experiencing is like.
Well, that was just one example. I mean, like people you look up to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it was just like if you was on JV at 1 year, the varsity team, and how they was moving or whatever. Oh, you was lone wolf, huh?
I'm a loner. I'm a, like that one girl said in that one video, I'm like a cool loner. Like I can interact with people or whatever, but I'm just like I be in my skin. Like Monday through Friday, work, home. That's it. Like I don't be doing nothing unless it's like it involves me being out, or if I'm invited out. Yeah. If I
were to speak without thinking, it would sound like you got a wall up somewhere. But we're gonna jump in these comments.
Hashtag label.
Have we?
I didn't put no. I just scroll. I ain't put no label.
It's like you got one. Remember those little tape things where you can label things, and once you realize something, you say it, and then you put a label on it.
Hashtag
Wall. Label. Ari has laws up. Label.
These folk like me though, like bro, they walked up like, bro, this is a nice piece of land. We just gonna call it piece of land. No, this is Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Walls.
Oh.
To the window.
Oh yeah. Another shot of Alicia Marie. Hey, come to the open mic. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say y'all good.
I'm gonna be on that mic for real. I'm gonna be on that mic.
You spend all day on your phone anyhow.
Pause.
What?
We here.
Y'all said it enough.
I'm gonna be rocking that mic.
Pause!
What's wrong with Sarah? I'm gonna rock the mic.
You pause again. You hear me say that one song where I was like, I'm gonna sing about it, Mike, like in the studio.
Chicken, chicken, chicken.
No. Chicken, chicken, blow. I'm weak. Oh,
I'm looking forward to it. The No Love open mic though.
He said I'm gonna be on that mic.
Okay, this is an interesting question. For all my polygamy people, when is it considered cheating from your other half? Or third? Or however y'all got it divvied up?
4th, 5th, 16th, 28th.
Cold at that point.
It's only cheating if you married.
But they're
Wait a minute.
poly.
Wait, no, I get what he's saying.
Everything else we call cheating in order to be able to put emotion behind it and be able to act or react on something. But really, it's not cheating unless
Are you saying
married.
you can't never cheat on your girlfriend if that's just
Well, fiance. Your fiance counts as well. Because that means you already told this woman, I want to be with you the rest of your life. That's why I got on my knee, or vice versa, and said I want to be with you. So that's when the real contract should start.
So before you ask their father figure's hand in marriage, anything you do outside of said bond is not cheating. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, yeah, in my opinion. Yeah.
It might have been what I said.
Yeah, again, people live differently. People live
You
differently.
in a poly relationship before you got married?
People live different.
What he was saying is like, bro, it ain't cheating until you actually married.
If it's just two people in a relationship and they bring a person in for a threesome, and next thing you know, she start messing with that, or he start messing with the threesome person. Yeah, technically you can call it cheating, but on a bigger scale, it ain't cheating because until somebody put a ring on your finger, you don't know if this the person you're gonna be with. That's the person you cheating with, the person you proposed to, the person you got a ring on their finger. That's when it's considered, in my opinion, where the cheat is cheating. Everything else is play cheating. It's another reason to get emotional about somebody else's action, so they call it cheating. But yeah, y'all heard me.
Whew. That was
I just want to send a special shout out to whoever had to argue with my styles about whether cheating was involved or not. Cause what? I bet y'all was going back and forth.
Well, that's why people get back together after it. That's why people get back together.
V said in the comments, if it was kept a secret and there was no honest communication about dealing with the other person. So that brings the question, can you cheat while on break? I feel like we were talking about it last week, but it kind of went left because then we got to talking about what if your lady was a crackhead.
I remember the crackhead.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, crackhead definitely stood out. I had to go back and get
hashtag that.
Yeah, definitely remember that one. But yeah, so it's just like, is there cheating on the break? So say you on a break, you step out, but you come back with it like, look, I was on the break, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Is that cheating?
No.
All right. Very, very quick answer.
All right.
What y'all saying, y'all out here?
So what happened? Do somebody get pregnant after the break, or what? Because I mean, you can set people up for different lives that they're about to have to deal with after this break that they had. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like cheating if y'all on a break, if y'all take it. But at the same time, it's like, this time is supposed to be, my breath of fresh air or whatever, to take a little. If my breath of fresh air is another pair of drawers, baby.
Hey,
I'm not saying I need to play by play. I'm just saying, like, what's the score? Like,
don't take a break from me, because I promise you, I'm gonna smash as much as possible before we get back together. And that's my word, son. Okay, that's it. Okay, you want to take this break? By all means, take this break, but just know what break mean to me, because it might have a different definition than you. When we break, that means I am single and I can do what a single man would do, and I'm going to do what I would do if I was single.
That sound like a...
Now she like, maybe we shouldn't take a break. Maybe we should just sleep in separate rooms. Yeah, that sounds more better. That sounds more like it, baby.
Oh, man.
Don't take no breaks. Ain't no such thing as break. Because if you marry and you take a break and you do with somebody else, it is cheating. If you take a break in a relationship, it's not cheating.
It's break. Well, you just described breaking up. What that just happened.
I just described trying to avoid a break. Say what to say in order to avoid going on that break.
Was that he does not take a relationship serious until it is marriage.
Exactly. Thank you.
Because he said...
You realize had I said that, he would have called me a labeler.
I know.
She gave us later.
You said it and not me. You been like hashtag
no, labels. She repeated back what I said. She didn't just define it. She repeated back what I said in her own words. You defined it. This is what that means. That's what you do. You say, this is what that means right there.
It sounds like you kind of scared out of taking a break.
Yeah, exactly. Because I would want her to say that to me. If I say, woman, I want to take a break. If she says to me, that's okay, Styles, if that's what you want to do. But just know, just because you think I'm a woman and that if a woman open up her legs, that makes her a hoe, I don't think like that. If I want some Johnson, I'm going to get some Johnson. I might just get some. I'm from my baby daddy, from my ex-boyfriend, because we are on a break and I have a right to do that. You say that to me, that's going to make me rethink my break. My option of a break, you say that to me.
I thought you was going to say Gina. You said Johnson.
Right.
No, he was speaking from her. You know how
her.
I know. She could have said Gina too at this point. Like,
you know how Usher did it in that second verse. Like, that's what he did. Like in that second verse, you got it bad. But yeah, black and white person like myself, bro. I hear something like that, I'm gonna go open the door for you.
I was like, you black and white? What you?
If she want to take a break?
Yeah, I mean, if you gonna talk about it like that, then yeah, I think we're just gonna break up because it sounds like you got a game plan out there, and who am I to hold you up?
That sounds smart. Break up may be the best thing because people try to take breaks. It's the same thing as break up in a sense anyway. Because only TV has shown me really that people take breaks like that, like have conversations and say let's take a break. in the lives and the people that I know, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's very uncommon. People have conversations with each other and say, let's take a break, and it's not truly a breakup.
Mm-hmm. I've told my friends to take a break.
I mean, in a perfect world, the way I see a break is like, okay, like this is a break that leads to a breakup. They take a break. They are really genuinely just trying to find out who they are as people, just trying to get back to being by
so
themselves,
cute.
okay? And then like, so maybe somebody meets somebody that they kind of like falling for. All right, but they might have had like a tender moment over here, but before they get too crazy, they come back and like, look, I was doing this. I think we just need to see, because I didn't see myself out here, and I want to see myself some more out here. Da 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 da. Like they had the opportunity, as opposed to like they take it like, look, I seen myself out here, and I still rock with you the long way. So I was out there, but I came back. You know what I'm saying? I really did being by myself, but when I was by myself, I realized that, dang, where was you at? You know what I'm saying? And then that's why I'm here. So, you know, like, I just feel like if you step out and like are honest about it, I don't think that's cheating. I just feel like okay, like yeah, you had to find yourself, but you were honest about it. And now it's up to me to like whether I want to deal with it, because some people might get insecure and be like, oh no.
But Richie, honestly, man, let's really break that down. What does that really look like? Or two people say, now are they living together or are they not living together? Let's start there.
Let's start with not living together.
So they're not living together. So a guy or a girl says to the other, let's take a break. Now they get off the phone. What does tomorrow look like? Texting you, good morning, what you doing? Hey, you hungry? So how does that even look?
That's probably what it looks like those first couple of days, because it's not a cold. You know what I'm saying? With those type of relationships, it's not cold turkey. You gotta wean yourself off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take that.
That's breakup.
That nicotine patch. That's
a breakup right there.
That's kind of like you slowly apart in a bit. Like maybe the conversation isn't as much like throughout the day as it would normally be. But more than likely, if it's already come to a break, that conversation is 9 times out of 10 dwindling already. So when that break happened, it might not even be no contact that whole day, because it might not even sink in.
So how long does a break last?
It lasts however long it takes.
How long you think it usually would? Let's just go on and kind of paint. How long was it? A month, 2 months, a half, 6 months?
I don't know. It just depends on the
because again,
because that's a good question. What's too long?
Right.
What's too long? Like,
and how do you come back together? Do you come back and say, now that this time is up, now that I done smashed this few girls, and you done smashed this guy, let's come back together because we really missed each other? I mean, how does that happen?
But they could have not smashed not a soul. They could have not smashed the soul.
Well, I don't want to hang with them if they ain't smashed nobody.
I'm weak.
I'm just kidding. So they ain't my type of friend.
I'm weak. I don't understand.
Because I just don't see it happening. I just don't see breakups happening often at all. Not saying, not breakups, but breaks happening often at all. Because, even if it does happen, if they come back, somebody done something else. So eventually the person is going to say, what did you do? Come on, just tell me. I ain't gonna say nothing. As soon as you tell them, now that's haunting your whole relationship.
Shouldn't even have to get to that point.
But it does, though. That's how those things go. That's how those things go, though.
If anything happened during that break, you should really just be upfront. Not going to, nobody need the box score. Nobody need the play-by-play. You know what I'm saying? Nobody need the highlight reel. Like,
I want to know everything, though.
Like, just
facts.
Bro,
that's the only way I'm gonna feel better.
Like, bro, just like, bro, okay, you stepped out there with some folk. Me personally, that's all I know.
How many times he hit? Is it bigger than mine? Did you call him daddy? My first 3 questions. First 3 questions immediately. I want to know.
I just don't need to know that.
I do. I do.
Tell me.
Like, for real, because it don't make me feel uncomfortable or embarrassed to hear it. I can hear it and love you more because you were honest with me.
They stepped out. They came back.
Tell me everything.
I don't know.
Because I want to tell you everything. I want to tell you everything. So tell me everything.
Everything.
That might be my thing. I don't really care to tell anything. Like,
try it, Richie. I promise you, try it. It's invigorating, man.
I was out.
Not as invigorating.
It is.
It feels great.
Yeah, you should definitely open Pandora's box. It's
a
rush.
Because done with the right person, they will respect you for it and not necessarily hold it against you. Done with the right person. So you can't do it with everybody, of course, but done with the right person, they will be able to hear it, go through the emotions and feelings, those hurt and whatever feelings, but they will, in the end, respect you and get over it And when you approach it like that, it works in your favor sometimes. So
I mean, I'm gonna be upfront, but I'm not finna go into detail like I would have done like back in like, you know what I'm saying, high school with the fellas or something like, yo, bro, like, yo, she was dead.
Hey, if she asked me, I'm gonna tell her, and I'm gonna ask.
Like, yeah, I'm not finna be like that with somebody I just stepped out from. Like, they already got to process the information. I just feel like you got to make that process.
So you don't want to know his thing was bigger than yours. See, you don't want to know that type of stuff.
I don't care to know.
I want to know. Because it gives me. I need to know what I'm up against.
I need to know.
I need to know what I'm up against. Is she gonna go back to Mr. Longstroke? Is you gonna go back to Mr. Long? I need to know what's going on.
She would have stayed. Then you would have lost. But she back. You lost.
She back.
Why do you need to know how you won? Like,
why do you need to know how you won?
Why do you need to know how you won? Just know that you won because bro, you gonna fuck around not like how you won, like, bro, you fuck around like, yeah, bro, he was, bro, yeah, definitely, but he was broke, so that's why I'm here, you know, like, I don't care.
If I don't ban, so this whole time now.
That is an ignorance is bliss.
Now for the next few years, I gotta wonder this new move that she doing that she never was doing before the break. I gotta wonder where this come from.
You don't gotta wonder. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh, you gonna doing this before you went on?
Exactly. That arch was not that deep before we broke up. Now it's deeper. No.
That just go to picking your battles. Like, yeah, do you like? What I'm saying, like, you don't want to know what you think you want to know. You just want. All right, you want.
Don't ask no questions.
Yeah.
You already know.
Like, yeah, I'm saying, like, just know that you won. You don't need to know how you won because you might have won dirty and you didn't even want to win like that.
I'm just cut a little different. I want to know.
Everybody got that fairy tale win. Some of them, some wins were settles, and then you don't want to know if you were a settle.
No, the crazy thing is, I want to know, but at the same time, if I was advising a woman, I would encourage a woman. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. If he begs you to tell him what you done, you lie through your teeth and tell him you ain't let a soul touch you, because a man will rub it and dig it in your face if you do. So lie, women. If you do, and he wants to know what you've done, don't tell him nothing.
So it's like with that, like, would you even trust what was said when you asked? Because you know what I'm saying, like, because now you want to know everything, but then you telling them to lie about everything. So it's just, it sounds like you just want to know what you want to hear.
Well, I know men. I know how men are. I know how we are. So I'm saying, ladies, if he does, because men see it's a difference. Again, it goes along with the. Men can sleep with multiple women. Men can sleep with multiple women and not be a hoes, and women sleep with one person and she a hoe. So if a woman tells her man, then that's what he's going to dig at her and claw at her every moment he gets until he can find a way to forgive him.
Everybody can be a hoe. It's just not how you think. It's not about fucking a lot of people. It's about fucking a lot of people within a vicinity, and that's, you know, so that go across all binary, non-binary, binary code people out there. Like, all right, boom,
and no money's involved.
So no money involved. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, all right, boom. So say you hit two friends,
I thought you said all right, boom. You said all right.
You hit two friends. You a hoe. Right off gate, like,
automatically, that's what you say.
Of course, you it might sound good going back to your group of friends, but you still a hoe. Cause guess what? She could have hit your two. She could hit you and your homie and y'all calling her a hoe, but she went back to her group of friends. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So
but who did he hit first?
They hoe regardless. But boom, so say.
But technically, don't the homegirl end up being a hoe too? If she hit the same ninja, she already know her homegirl hit the ninja.
We'll unpack that, and you know what I'm saying. That might need a whole episode about how that worked, cause that's crazy. Cause but yeah, so what I'm saying is, like, all right, you hit two homegirls, hoe, but say you hit somebody here and then you out there hit somebody in Kentucky or even Charlotte, even somebody on across the town, you're not a hoe then. You know what I'm saying? My theory is it's all about social proximity.
Oh, gotcha. Y'all hear what Richard's saying?
So it's just like, yeah, you can, you know what I'm saying, you can deal with a lot of folk, but it's just like, as long as they not like connected.
It's not about what you know.
So if you got a woman in every state and you smashing them once every week, you're not a hoe. Because they in different states.
You're not a hoe, but you really might need to go talk to somebody on why you need that many folk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not judging. I'm just saying, like, a conversation could have...
Richie, what is wrong with a person smashing 50 women in 50 states?
What's right with a person?
What's wrong with it, though?
What's right with wanting?
Because it ain't even about... This one is not a wrong or a right. It's a just is. Now, you would encourage somebody, make sure you're using condoms and on all 50 of them, but to make a person feel like they're wrong for choosing to do, because everybody not looking for a relationship. Some people are just listen to just live their life single and have sex.
I think he's trolling. I think he wanted me. I think
I'm trying
to make me look like Captain
No,
Planet.
but what I'm trying to do is try to say that people are out here living their lives, and it's not up to us to think differently from them to judge them or make them feel bad about their decision making.
I'm not judging.
Well, that is a form of judging.
Conversation could help.
Say, here's the thing. Judging, when you make something right or wrong, that is a form of judging. Whether it's good judgment or bad judgment is wrong. A lot of things are just is, but people tend to make one right or wrong, and that's where the judgment comes in right there. So if you're labeling something right or wrong, that is a form of judgment.
You see how I said I was explaining the situation how you explained it, Ari. I don't know what Ari doing over there.
Oh, look, I'm reading comments over here, too.
I know what judgment sounds like. I promise you I do.
Right.
I went to judge school.
Big shouts to none. But yeah.
None after hours. What up, though? You're not playing fair, girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my theory. It's like, yeah, you can have as many but I'm saying like you can have as many partners as you want, but it's like the moment they start to combine, like they start.
That's
to, like,
when the hoe comes.
That's when it's just like, cause like why are you all these circles?
Same
like
team though, like in same teammates or
teammates.
What do you mean?
Is that not a social circle?
That's what I'm saying. So these are all like
the Migos.
No, like I'm just saying like they're connected. Maybe
exactly.
they're teammates.
So
maybe they're cousins. Maybe they're classmates.
I'm
maybe
saying
they're
like all this.
coworkers.
Yeah, that's a little much. Shouty.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing a lot.
So I can see the perspective you're speaking from.
Hey. Hashtag hoe proximity.
I know, right?
Just might be.
Hashtag are you a hoe?
Oh, yeah.
Off based on what Richie said, ask yourself.
No, you're not. You're not. Unless they know each other, then. Mm-hmm. If there's a chance that you can be discussed in a civil manner, because two strangers ain't really finna talk it out. But I mean, hey, if them two strangers do find out about each other, then that sound like a connection. Then by definition,
you a hoe.
Just might be a.
So you know what I'm saying? Hoes get caught. Hashtag hoes get caught.
I can align with Richie on that.
Hashtag hoes get caught.
Hoes get caught.
Yeah. It's hot. For real, I thought it cooled down a bit.
I know. Well, it did cool down a little bit. I gotta catch the sweat to the sweat. I know, right? We adjusted it.
So this next one.
And the air should. Can you see if it's still just a vent over there, but it ain't really blowing.
Not in the hobo.
Oh, it's cool out there.
No, I opened the door so it started blowing.
Next one say,
look at you.
Can't stand a nigga can't stand a guy
A ninja.
that's not romantic. I'm already aggressive and hard up. Find a way to soften me up. Pump.
That sounds like an extra.
That one is deep. That one is deep right there, Richie.
That's what he said.
Is it?
But
how you asking me for something you don't have? You want me to be soft and you not soft. Make it make sense.
Well.
Balance the equation for me, if you will. We need to solve for why. Like, I don't understand.
A man don't want to be romantic with another man. So if y'all women out here talking like a dude and acting like a dude, don't expect him to be trying to romance you, bro. Real. I mean, we like feminine women. We like feminine. We will tolerate women and we'll try to smash women that aren't necessarily feminine, but we like and enjoy feminine women. We cater to feminine women. So if you're not necessarily feminine, if you're, and here's what the thing, people think they're feminine because they are freaking the bed. But outside of the bed, are you feminine? Do you talk, move, and I'm not saying you have to be, but men enjoy feminism. A woman that's feminine. Touching you and batting your eyes, men like that.
It might snow tomorrow because you said that what you had said. You had said something. What was like, just cause you know your way around the bedroom don't necessarily make you feminine, but
right.
I'm weak. He said that's the first thing you ever said that I agree with.
Thank you, Richie.
Well, it might snow tomorrow because
he said it might snow tomorrow.
I'm sorry. Wait.
When I say I use the word feminine loosely because it's just like, but yeah,
that's
as far as somebody that want like I'll just say a girly type of personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying.
It's
like,
easier to be romantic to a girl with a girl that has a girly personality because she's going to respond like a woman.
I want you
she's
to
not going to respond like.
That Big May said men require a lot they can't keep up with.
I don't trust her.
I do. I know her, I love her, and I trust her.
Could you say I require the further elaboration on that? Because what is required that we're not, you know what I'm saying, like, at least meeting halfway about? Because this is what I'm saying is like, you want me to be romantic, you want me to be thoughtful, you want me to be soft, so to speak. But a lot of times I need to figure out, I need to match soft. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not soft, how can I match this?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we got.
And we ain't trying to turn. We can't turn.
Is it more?
So
it's more contribution. Hold on.
It's more. Yeah, it's more so about.
They got all these rules, but then get a woman who is feminine and fumble her. He knows me.
She ain't feminine, Richie.
Nah, May is feminine.
Oh, okay.
May, like, I know. She will, like, she's.
How did he fumble? Like, you know me. I need details.
I'm telling you, so I can tell you about my homie because I know her. I know the life she lived or whatever. And when she in a relationship, like, if you, like, boom, if you require a certain meal because of your diet, your dietary concerns or whatever, she'll make a meal to fit your dietary concerns. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to check up on you. She will text you all day, every day. Just make sure that you're good. Like, so she's going to make sure she's checking in on her significant other. And then if it's you coming over or whatever, she know you coming over, whether it's cooking for you or cooking in general, she's going to cook and make sure that they have that, they got that little substance that they need or whatever.
Is she wearing stretch pants, though?
She she wears jeans.
That's what I'm saying. Feminine is not cooking and cleaning. No, that's being a good woman. We talk about feminine is a different certain type of qualities.
But I mean, well, shit, she might wear stretch pants.
So is she wearing stretch pants when that guy comes over and being flirty and being sexy? You know, when he's around. The cooking is great, but he'll give up the cooking for sexy.
See why I use that word loosely, y'all? Just as quick as I agree.
There are men that are sexy that don't wear leggings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or stuff like that. Excuse me. There are men that can be considered sexy or whatever.
What I was gonna say, what she was saying,
he was like, "Oh, you put on this, da da da." It's not always that attire is required. Because back in the day, if we go back to where our grannies was pulling them, they had on a little nightgown, and that wasn't even sexy. Like it's a whole look like a daggone church choir robe, low key. It just ended above your kneecaps.
Shout out to UA, I guess.
DJ UA.
He was asking the women folk, why are y'all hard? Pause. And that's, bruh, that might be
it's life
the
that you grew up with.
That you dealt with, but it's just like, for you to have been molded in with all this hardness, with all this, you know what I'm saying? Hardness, pause. I was really searching through my thesaurus. I was trying to find the words, but yeah, to have somebody try to bring energy that you, I don't even know what it looked like coming from you, so how can I even know how to even approach it?
So for some people, I think it depends on, again, it doesn't depend on the woman folk that you're dealing with, or women. Excuse me, just about to swallow some spit. God dang. All right, or women folk or woman folk, or however you choose to say it or whatever. But for certain people, they had a different upcoming, like how they were brought up or whatever, or upbringing, right? So me and my biological dad don't have that relationship where everybody has a daddy-daughter relationship. The dad that I grew up with was my bonus dad. The dad that I was blessed with the opportunity to have as my dad and bring me up. So they always say that your dad is going to be your first heartbreak, right? Well, for the females, or women folks, excuse me, they always say your dad's going to be your first heartbreak.
Heartbreak?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but like for me, like I can look at it and be like, okay, I understand that because I grew up without my biological dad. I watched my biological dad grow up or have other daughters and raise them, but decide not to be a part of my life. It's for what I perceived. So it's like with that, you got Jiminy Cricket. Let's bring it back really back.
Romance.
No, I'm saying, but like what?
Oh, romance, not romance.
I was like, wait, what?
Guys can't stand.
But they don't know. But they don't know how to provide you that daddy-daughter relationship that you didn't have. So that's the thing for guys. And so like it could be even like simple stuff. Shoot, let's go get our nails done. Let's go do something small. It's because it's something that they never received. You know what I'm saying? Versus it being like, okay, blah 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 blah. Like I can take myself out to do my toes and go get dinner or whatever. But it's like something different that I was never given at all or never experienced too. Could be a way like of expressing different, but you also have to take the time to get to know that person as well, to know what it is that you have to do to make up for that difference.
and let me speak from the female's perspective as well, not just women folk perspective that are females. So women that are females. So from the to speak from the women's perspective, men.
I'm listening, man.
It's nothing wrong with a card and balloon and some candy on Valentine's Day. But again, we are not in high school anymore, and those were the things you were doing in high school. So a tip to be more romantic, because women like romance, is to try to find a different approach on those special occasions that make her feel special and make her feel like you put some thought and energy into how she feels. So that would be a different approach to take towards being more romantic in your relationship.
You got somebody to call in?
Yes.
Hold on,
Amy. We're gonna put you on the loudspeaker.
All right, now,
so you can talk your junk. Yeah, girl. So everybody can hear you too, not just me. All right, say something.
Something.
Yay. Okay, you in there.
Hey.
Hey. We hear you.
So what was you saying?
What did I say? I put it. Let me read it. Let me reread what I said. What part did you guys get to? I know you,
Richie.
How you doing?
Hola.
Richie Nelson.
No, I was saying I know.
My style's in the hood. It's alright.
Yeah.
You got Biscuit back there.
This a live that's on a live that's on another live. Right?
DJ JB. He's live that's on the live.
DJ Biscuit.
It's the secret room that's in the secret room.
Biscuits now?
So read what you were saying in the comments and then explain on it a bit more.
DJ Biscuit.
I think I was saying that there shouldn't be like requirements to treating a woman good. I don't think there should be requirements.
Right. Well, if y'all didn't hear that, because I don't know how loud the speaker is, it looks like it should be up there as much as it could be. But yeah, she was saying that there should not be requirements in how women are treated, and you are totally correct. What?
Then that should go vice versa.
All right,
as well.
you are totally correct on my end. I'm pretty sure my style's got.
That should go vice versa. I agree. It should go vice versa.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna give you the floor in a second.
See, like it's like when you hold yourself accountable, holding yourself accountable kind of requires you not to blame the other person. So even though there are women who do thrive in certain environments, I do believe that even with crazy bitches out here and everything, I still think you should just hold yourself accountable regardless of what another female does. So it shouldn't be, yeah, they should do that too. It should just be, yeah, that's how I should move. That's it. Because when you start moving like that, you only attract what you choose to do. If you keep living in an environment where you're still holding the reason why you won't treat somebody good against the fact that you don't know if she's going to do this or she's going to do that. Well, a woman thrives in the environment that the man creates. So if you keep holding that on every woman, you're going to receive the same result. You're going to attract women who are only attracted to that. So if you choose to change yourself, then you'll attract women who can just be that feminine woman. Because right now, the way that if you're thinking, oh, well, what can she do? Or she needs to do this for me to do this, then you're not going to even attract the type of female that you're looking for. Or you might attract her and you might lose her not realizing what you had.
Well, you ain't said y'all can hear her, but just in case y'all can't, paraphrasing, you pretty much got to take accountability of the environment that you create. So she was saying that women generally thrive in a men's environment. I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like it should be up to you to thrive in your own environment. But you know me,
I think that's true too. But what I'm saying is, if you meet a fully healed person who's perfectly fine, who can take care of herself and can also take care of you as a man, and you can take care of her as a woman, you shouldn't jump into the relationship making requirements. It should just, you guys should both start doing things, moving as if you guys are one, if you choose to do that. But I do believe that a woman, you can damage a good woman. Like, you can damage. So a man does create that environment because some men have certain insecurities. Some men have certain certain feelings, just like a female can damage a really good man. Like you can damage a good man easily. And because if it's not natural for somebody who has either healed or just hasn't been through certain things to like see life through your eyes, then you can project things on them that they aren't used to. And then if you create a hostile environment just because of something you're going through internally, then you can kind of mess that person up.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I heard this right. So, if she's rugged, 9 times out of 10, either the last thing she was dealing with was rugged, or whatever she's dealing with now, i.e., you, is rugged. So,
I think it depends where she comes from. Because, like, a lot of people say girls from New York are aggressive. Yeah. You said that, didn't you?
She's from New York. Yeah. She's from New York.
They are, son.
They are.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that, though.
But it's just what I just wouldn't expect. I just wouldn't expect from somebody from New York. Like, and I don't know, maybe I'm just being biased. Like, I just wouldn't expect for them to ask for softness. I feel like they would want their energy matched, just like
a soft, hard all the time.
Like a you know what I'm saying, like a Southern Belle would want their energy matched.
I ain't trying to be hard all the time.
Like, I don't know. It just I feel like it all depends on the person. It's just that, but being rugged and asking for something that you not like that even work with like from a man perspective. Like yo, like you can't ask for soft if you not soft at all. Like you don't even like. You know what I'm saying?
If you're not understanding, you can't ask for soft.
Right. I'm slightly gentle. I expect people to be gentle to me. I give off a flower. No, I don't give off flower.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's the Venus flytrap flower. Because that's totally the flower
Venus
that I had in mind. Big shout out to Juice Lord just tuned in.
Juice Lord.
But yeah though, it's embarrassing. This is what we're going back in the docket. It's embarrassing when dudes are in relationships and they're liking and loving other girls' pictures. Don't argue with me. That's what they said. I don't think it's a big deal.
Me either.
What's embarrassing?
Well, I got
liking and loving girls' pictures. Since she part of the 100 grand jury today, y'all.
Hey, Big May part of the 100 grand jury.
May.
Everything she say. You.
But yeah,
everything.
Thanks.
Like even like loving pictures though. Even like you know what I'm saying. Like I just feel like that's not too much. Like as long as you're not in the comments going crazy. Like I don't know. That's me personally. Some people might take it to the heart. Like especially if they strangers. If either they strangers and like whoever pictures they like and don't care, or somebody they know and they just add into the likes. It don't.
So I got in trouble, deleted off of Facebook and blocked on social media because I liked an ex's picture on Facebook. Bro was like, I can't see you. I saw your heart in his picture. Da 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 da. I'm just like,
why are you looking at his picture, man? Not you, him.
Okay.
But for real, I was just like, God told Molly, like, you really that sensitive? Like, a heart in the picture.
I don't know. I kind of saw a guy admit.
He had on a polo that was tucked into his britches. And so it was tucked in, a belt come on the outside. Like, it's...
you want to be with him.
Waist and above, you know what I'm saying?
I saw a guy admit. There was a guy who admitted to that. He admitted that he was eye fucking the girls.
It was like Easter. I was like, oh, heart. I can't.
There's a guy.
Pictures, bro.
There's a guy on Instagram who like.
But yeah, though, I just feel like I ain't never really wanted to deal with no.
So there's a guy on Instagram who admitted that he's cheating when he likes other females' pictures. He literally said that. He was like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not pretending I'm fucking these bitches. He said when he's scrolling, he's loving on these females' pictures. He has had these images of like maybe we're together.
That's just one guy though, like, and that just go back to stop basing that one time you got hurt on the whole population. You know what I'm saying? Like don't like this what happened then. That's what happened to you with them.
I think social media is stupid. I think it's stupid. I think stalking phones and shit is stupid. I feel like.
Yeah, like soon as you start joking around about checking likes, I already know. Like, yep, you are. You not even what I ain't finna.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I mean, other thing, like I'm a female.
What you want. You know,
guys be liking her. My
picture. Change your mind on
that. Like,
I don't care if somebody likes somebody.
They be in my.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but
these motherfuckers relationships.
But that's my opinion. I can see other people's perspective. It's a red flag from other people's perspective.
Ring the alarm. I've been through this too long.
I don't do it.
If I see another
I don't do it. I don't like other guys' pictures while I'm in a relationship. I don't even look at other dudes when I'm in a relationship. Like I don't make eye contact. That's the type of person. I'm not doing it. That's just me.
That's cool.
You in a relationship now, May?
And
yeah, she's just like the rest of us.
I am still loyal to my situation. That's what I can say. My situation. I'm still loyal to my situation. I can't.
Stop it, Richie.
Sound like a break.
Pause.
Richie about to stop it. What that really means.
That sound like a break. That sound like a healthy breakup. I'm trying to find me.
No, she said she's loyal to her situation. That means the person she's dealing with, she's loyal to.
But you see how it was.
But it's not her man, though.
Not a relationship.
But it's not her man,
right?
Though.
She getting back to me before it go back to we, or it might not even be no we. She's just getting back to me first. I appreciate that. That's dope.
That 10-second pause.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
So look,
everything I need to know.
We at 88 minutes.
Just keep your basket open. Sean's about to come from everywhere on
You know what I'm saying? It's been another episode of That's Law, number 21. We really been doing this. I just wanted to say that. Make sure One Love open mic, the Equalizer beat battle. Make sure you be there. I told you the host kind of lame, but he gonna get y'all through it.
Not the host.
Big shouts to the phone booth. We got the space. We got the time. Just let us know ahead of time. Big shouts to our guests from popping in. What was that, from Instagram?
Yes.
We're gonna start streaming on Instagram.
May, I know, right?
Big May.
But yo,
Miss Quick.
Again, follow me, Rich Nelson 2K.
And hey, follow me, My Styles in the Hood at Instagram and on Facebook, and follow the phone booth as well as the 4 Phones ENT on Facebook and Instagram.
Just follow everything.
Shoot, y'all can look for me on social media at Ari Quinn. Whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. If it's on Instagram, throw a little @ with it at the beginning, because you know it's your girl Ari Quinn. Like my fellas had to reiterate for you real quick. That's me.
Hey. And big shout to Cousin Luther, Alicia Marie, DJ R&B, the rest of the 100 Grand
Snoop
jury.
Dogg.
Hey,
I'm weird.
The DJ JB in the building.
Hey, big shout.
Oh, yeah.
And about the Wizard Kelly, it all started with a fake gavel. And that was the end of That's Law.